Hello everyone.
Hello everyone. Hello everyone.
Uh, I'm Ashwani Kumar, a cybersecurity researcher and team member of GDG Jalandhar. So this is the day 3 of week 2 cybersecurity from intermediate to advanced. So we are at the day 3 and today's agenda will be we will be discussing about the important tools that we'll be needing in the upcoming days for the CTF and bug bounty. So before starting the session, there is important notice, of course. So please read that carefully. All the content which will be shared throughout the bootcamp is strictly for the educational purposes and lies under the code of conduct of GDG Jalandhar, requesting all the participants to follow the code of conduct seriously. Neither GDG Jalandhar nor me will be responsible for any damage or harm caused by participants. Fine. So this is the agenda for today's. Today we are gonna see just exploring the tools. We are not gonna discuss about really diving deep into the web and forensics and all. That is the work of tomorrow. Today we are gonna see what the other tools that we can use for this kind of this kind of domains. Fine. Before proceeding, I would like to ask if you have installed, if you have downloaded the virtual box and installed the Kali in that. May I know how many of you have already done that? Is there anyone who is still left and wasn't able to do that? Okay, so okay, done. That's good. So I think we can proceed further, like exploring different kind of tools that is already present in the Kali, and you can whatever tool I will be discussing today, you can explore that on Kali, and of course, and from tomorrow we will be doing some kind of labs, CTF labs, uh, and we will explore the different concepts of like CTF, but we are gonna use that in the also we are gonna use that to complete the task that will be given at the end of this workshop or the bootcamp. So starting up with the web. So of course, I have already discussed one of the tools that is Burp Suite yesterday. Just I will just give you a quick recap for the Burp Suite. So let's just explore the options. So if anyone from you guys can unmute and tell me what we have already discussed. Let's just open up this. So what is this Burp Suite? Anyone can unmute, want to unmute and can say a single in like if you can say that in the single line even.
We using WebSuite, we can intercept the requests.
Okay.
Uh, like we capture the request and make changes in that to find some vulnerabilities or a bug or a bypass the admin panels.
Yeah, that's right. Anyone else who want to add up in this? Okay, thank you, Rahul. So basically, as you have said, like the burp suite is similar. Like it act as the intercept proxy. Basically, proxy is whatever the station, or like I can say the station that comes in between the root from the user end and to the server end. Fine. So we are just setting up the proxy in between so that we can intercept the request that is sent by the user, and we can even see the response that has been sent by the server. And Bhaskar has already explained you in the detail after the session and all. So just opening the web browser. Okay. So we have already seen if we have already explored the different kind of options. If I want to intercept the proxy, what I have to do, I have simply I have to turn on this option that is intercept is on. So after turning on this option, I will be able to intercept the packets that is sent by the user, like from my computer to the server. Fine. And if I want to the okay, so now I can see the intercept. Okay, so you can see the site that I have opened, that is like intercept that is intercepting my network, and that is actually intercepting the packets and giving me the details of that packet. Fine. So this is the post request post method. Fine, and these are the like HTTP header details that has been shown over the web suites interface. So if you want to get if you want to get the response of every request that you want to see, like you can simply send it to the repeater, and to the repeater I can see response of every request that I'm making from my computer to the server. So this is the server's response that I'm getting right now. So I can just manipulate the different data, and I can see the request, whether that request response that I'm getting is into 200 or not, if I'm getting error or not. And on the basis of what kind of error I'm getting, I can judge what kind of vulnerability can be there into the website. Fine. And the another option that I have already seen, if you want to brute force that, then you can simply send that request to the intruder. And in the intruder, what you can simply add up the payloads in that. Fine. So you can say, set up the payloads here. You can set up the everything. You can paste the whole file. You can load the whole file, which is containing the payload. But showing that is not possible in this whole session, because it really takes a lot of time. When I start payload, it will just for the two requests. If I say I'm just adding the test and test. Fine. So test one. Fine. So for this, just for this two payload, it will just make the possibility maybe it will check 10 times. It will just check minimum of the 10 times to the web in this field, that I can say this field, or maybe in this field test that I have already seen. Uh, in this one. So what it will do, it will just put every possibility, payload, every possible payloads, and then it will check for every payload and will give me the result, show me what payload is actually working, and giving me the right result for that. Fine. So this is how we have worked with the burp suite, and this is one tool that can even automate your work that you want to do, like the payload kind of thing. And of course, you can just go and by intercepting the by intercepting and sending it to the repeater and seeing the response of every request. You can even change that manually, so it can act in the both way. Not like the I will be discussing some of the tool that actually works in the automation kind of thing, so that you can simply automate, and you can see the result from that. Fine. Till now, if you have any doubt with the burp suite, what is this and what are these options, more of the option you can explore later on. You can use a decoder, you can use a sequencer later on, and the user option is just for us, what we want to, what kind of proxy server we want to add, and what kind of SOX proxy is always also there. So you can use this kind of thing. And of course, if you want the dark mode, everyone loves the dark mode, and you can just turn on the dark mode in this kind of thing. Fine. So you can just explore more and more and more. You will explore the burp suite. More you will get the knowledge on that. And this is not the way of exploring. This is not the even I would say just start testing the different website. Testing website only. Take the permission of the owner of the website, and just start testing through the burp suite. And more you will test, more you will learn about the burp suite. Fine. So the next, let's see, the SQL map. Fine. Of course, the two things we can use for this web. So what is SQL map? Before that, you telling you about the SQL map. May I know how many of you actually know about the SQL? What is this SQL and SQLi? If you know about that, the other word we can bypass the client side filter. You could just unmute anyone of you. Like if you have answer, you can just unmute for a second and you can just say that. What is SQL? I don't want the answer yes. No. I just want the one line answer. You can say. Okay, language. Secret query language. Okay. Is it like the front end language or like the back end language?
Backend.
Okay, database. Okay, so I guess like many of you are actually getting the answers. So this is the way like the even speaker knows, like even the participants are actually present or not. Fine. So the SQL, if someone is like, I can see like many of like students are from the first year. So for them, I will be like explaining a little bit. Let me just open a editor. So what is SQL? Suppose if that's if in this website, if you like search for, if I'm searching for like the user field, you can see the user field, right? And you can see the password field here. So if I'm entering test here or maybe test here, so what is the actual query that is going behind to the server? Fine. So the actual query is, if I can see, select from maybe select everything from like table name. Maybe I'm taking users for like I don't know what is actually users from users. What do you want? You can simply retrieve the data where what was that username field is actually this. Fine, is actually test. So this is the query that actually goes behind the to the server, and that is like retrieving the data from the database, and it is giving the result to you. Fine. So this is the backend query that is working that is working, and you're getting the result. But if we are having a vulnerability that is actually called as the SQL injection, what is this vulnerability? That is actually whatever the user is giving the input, it is not getting sanitized. It is not getting filtered beforehand, and it is giving whatever the user actually want. And what if I actually want the like data of like a whole data of that is present in the database? Fine, like I can retrieve the table name, I can retrieve anything. So like that is the vulnerability, that is the SQL injection. So even if I if on the first day I have told you about the West top 10. Even this is the vulnerability that comes into in the top 10, and you can see you can judge how crucial and how critical this vulnerability is. And if you get that vulnerability in any of the website, you can report that, and you will get the huge bounty from the owner. Fine. So if I talk about the SQL, this is the query, and if this is not getting filtered, what I can do, I can simply what I can do, I can simply over this, and it will, and I can type or then one equal to one. So you can see, even if I have typed this username is equal to test, suppose this is not the right user. Fine. So the test user is not the right option, but still, after that, the OR is working, and like in the OR operation, after whatever written after the OR, if that is true, it will give you the whole result about that. Fine. Like, are you getting what I want to say here? Yes, no. Like I want that. Yes, no. Here.
Got it.
Anyone with no? Okay, fine. Thank you. So, this is like how the backend query will work. Suppose, if someone is retrieving, if someone is typing here, get me the table name. If he's typing the query, that will retrieve the table name, and that will retrieve the columns name, and it will give then slowly and slowly the attacker can get all the data from the database just by typing the commands. Fine. So now the thing is, in the CTF you are not having so much of time that you can like go and search for this. Just let me stop this. So at
Well,
that time, what I'm doing, I'm actually automating this thing. Anyone want to say something?
yes, yes. Could you go back to the previous line?
Previous line.
Yep.
This one.
Yes, yes. What is the use of that single inverted comma?
Okay. So basically, if you see, okay, what is the use of this? So this is actually done because of like balancing out the that inverted commas. Suppose if I'm this like having this odd number, this is not the right query, of course. I have shown you. So like balancing out, if what it happens when like you are like I have just put the test. Fine, I have put the test, and there will be one like comma that will be like put at the from the backend side. Fine. So this is like what will happen. And if I'm typing or, then of course or. So this is like the type of query that I'm balancing. I'm trying to balance it out. So the number of like commas that I will be typing here will be odd, because one of the like comma is already put it by already like put by the from the backend database. Are you getting? Like
Okay,
this
okay,
is
okay, okay.
for to balance out what to balance out the query, and that will not give you the error, and that then giving the error, it will give you the result, exact result of like what you want to retrieve from the database.
Understood.
And even at the last of like you can even use this one like to check out with to check out this kind of vulnerability. You can simply either you can check for this comma, either you can just go for the semicolon. Like if it is not like semicolon, this semicolon is not getting filtered by the by that what you can say, the field or the record in the like present in the website. So like you can just run each and every command that you can run in the terminal. So that is even more harmful. So like I can just modify with just a simple command. Maybe I can just run each and every file, just like finding the cat command. That is not even the like SQL query, but that can be run because of the vulnerability. Like code injection can be done over there. Fine, that is another vulnerability, code
So
injection.
that acts as a shell.
Sorry.
So if we can inject the commands like cat and all that pwd, so if so that text field is acting as a shell, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, no. Here it is not acting like that. Like I have like solved one lab. I just don't remember. Here, this that is not the like, here. I'm talking about the SQL injection. I just remember that one
Oh,
vulnerability, so I discussed that.
okay,
It
okay.
will not work here. It will not work here. I have already like test that, and I can make you sure. Like I will be talking about another tool that will a WASP Z. Fine. The later on. Sorry. Next one is the OWASP that is actually the automated like automation kind of tool. So here I can just run the automation, and I can check the various kind of vulnerabilities that is actually present into the website. So you can see that's why I'm saying that that vulnerability is not present in this site, because I have already like checked that beforehand before the session. So Zap. So this is the another one. So whatever, like suppose I want to search for this site that I was already working on for this month. Yeah, that I have shown you now. So I want to see what kind of vulnerability is there. So I can just simply use the automated scan in this, and just by attacking, like I can choose the browser that I want to use, and I can just by simply like simple clicking, I have done nothing. I have done like I have neither used any of the command. I have neither input any of the query, and just by clicking, I'm just getting all the result. Even in the first week, that has been shown, and many of the students have used this tool to make the report, I guess. Fine. So you can see like all the result, and you can see all the like alerts. So what kind of vulnerabilities are present over there, and which of the vulnerabilities can be exploited, and then you can spider all like these are the like domains that can be searched afterwards. Fine. So there are so many. So this is actually spidering. Spidering means like showing you every possible like domain, every like that can be reached to. So this is another tool that you can use while like using the CTF and while exploring more about the, like doing the web penetration testing and all. So you can use the WebZ, and it's already like half an hour up. So the next thing is of course these next tools that are actually I can just show you. You might need to pay for this kind of like scanners. Like see there is a like demo available for this tool. So after like your demo will like get over, you have to pay for this tool. But if I go for like this, but what is the like why this tool is like so popular, like let me just review it. You can see the like it is giving you the result in the form of the different pie chart. So from the pie chart, you can analyze how what kind of vulnerabilities are like there in the website, and how critical that vulnerability is. Fine. So the red color actually defines like how severity, like a high severity vulnerability is there. So like orange will tell you about the medium, and the blue one will tell you about the low one. So these are the like automation kind of tool that you need not to go like manually kind of thing that we were actually doing in the like tool like the burp suite. Like but this will like help you in the automation kind of tool, and you even without having any prior knowledge about the vulnerabilities, you can just use these tools and you can get the your result, and you can get whatever you want from that. Fine. Similar type of these are the tools another like that we can use in that. So these you can try on your own like Kali Linux. Now you have already installed that on your PC, so you can run this. And if you will have any doubt, we will be we all will be there for your assistance. Next thing, tools for the cyber forensics that we are gonna use, of course, the Wireshark, Binwalk, Audacity. So right now I'm not having some of the tools like Audacity, Dump It. I'm not having, but I can just show you how I will be like working on this kind of thing. If I talk about the, uh, don't worry about the Binwalk. We will be like solving up the one of the lab with like help of Binwalk. So I will be like just demonstrating that in that only in the like while solving the lab only. Fine. For now, let's just look on the Wireshark. What is this Wireshark? So Wireshark is actually the network analyzer. So what we can do, we can analyze the traffic that has been sent over the server from the from one IP address. Fine. So this is mostly that this is most of the time this is used by the network administrator to analyze what kind of traffic is going from his department or his company. And then of course what kind of the request is coming from outside. And if they found out like the attacker is attacking from this particular IP, then he can just check out what kind of packets has been received from the attacker whether it is containing any kind of malicious software or any malicious executable things or not. Fine. So what I can do, you can see the traffic is actually there. That is actually my Wi-Fi network that is has been sent by the Wi-Fi. So if I go for this, okay, sign up or test, suppose test. It's very difficult to find. Like sometimes it becomes very difficult to find the okay to find the packet because like within a second you can see like uh, within like one even not 1 minute within a like few seconds I have like sent this much of request from my side. Like these are the packets. Fine. So you can see the details of the packet and here you can see that in the like binary form. Sorry, the type of the data has been transferred from there. So like how you can use this Wireshark to analyze the different traffic. Like you can use the filter. That is the most that is one of the best feature that the Wireshark actually have. You can just simply find like TCP if I want to check like only the TCP. Fine. So I will just type the TCP and then I will try to get if I can get the post request because whatever I have typed that is actually in the post request. So before using the Wireshark, it is just recommended to learn about the HTTP header, about the protocols, different protocols. What is the source IP? What is the destination IP? The acknowledge the three-way handshake and a little bit about the networking. Like after that you can just get into the you will be able to understand the working of the Wireshark actually. So you can see the post request here. So in the post request, let me just take you through the data. Can you see the data here? Like the test username test and the password test. Can you see that? That is actually like written clearly because that is like a HTTP and it is not getting encrypted. So I can just analyze. But just I can see that. Understood? Like say yes or no here.
Yep.
Yeah, this is like what we call as the sniffing. Like this is a popular tool for the sniffing. In the sniffing, what we have already like discussed. That is sniffing is actually we are just observing the data. Fine. So the Wireshark is actually used for observing the data. We are not gonna manipulate that data. I'm not gonna in that in the burp suite. I can manipulate that data. I can change the password, the test and all. But here in the Wireshark, I can't modify that. I can just see I can just see the data that has been sent from particular IP or that has been received from the particular IP and the type of data that has been sent over that. Fine. So this is the type of data that has been sent. So if I want to use another filter like maybe IP .crc, you can see that. Fine. So if I can see, you can see from this source. This is the source like IP src that is actually defining the source, and I have defined the source. So just one thing that I was doing wrong before before as a beginner. We are actually in habitual of giving the assignment operator as a single operator single equal to, right? But here in the Wireshark you have to put the double equal to, and then you can see this is the source IP, and you can just keep on your eye on this source IP. You can see similar source IP will be there. Fine, and the different destination can be there for that for the particular IP. No doubt. Here you can see that. Fine, but the similar and the similar kind of like filter can be used for the destination, I guess. Uh, DST. Fine. So this is like why this Wireshark is famous for. So you can do the sniffing kind of thing. You can analyze the traffic that has been sent. You can analyze the traffic that has been received to your network. So maybe you came to know like this is the IP of attacker that wants to that has already make the connection into your company. Now what is your job as your as the admin network admin and all? So as a security researcher, now you have to analyze each and every packet, and you have to like get what kind of file has been sent, and and then later on, like you have to delete all the like malicious file that has been sent to your like company. So this is how you can use the Wireshark even to analyze the different traffic, and it is really helpful in the CTF too. So that's why I'm discussing that. So you can explore different options, go packet analyze, and different options here afterwards. So to know more and to gain more knowledge about the Wireshark. Fine. Okay. And the next thing, Audacity. Audacity is actually when you want to hide your data into like audio, into the audio file or into the video file. Fine. So for that, the Audacity can be used for that. And I haven't I'm not having the Audacity right now in my PC. So maybe afterwards, like while using while solving the labs, I will be like showing you at that time. Fine. And then there is of course the stack height. So let me just show you how we can actually hide the data into some image or into some image. I will be using stack height for that right now, and how I can embed my data, and how I can extract the data from any image. Fine. So in the simple term, I can say like how I can like hide my data in the image, or how I can retrieve my data from the image file. So simply for that, you can use the staggered maybe embed. Fine. So then the next thing is CF flag. That is actually the cover file. Let me just see if I'm having any image here, any another image here, if I'm having that. Any image, any 2.gif. Okay, let me just show you. So this is the command that I want to like before I can what I can go for I can simply what I can do, I can simply write nano and maybe a file dot example one dot txt, and in this I can hide whatever data I want to hide. Suppose I want to hide like the CTF flag for this, CTF flag for in this, and like you can see anything. Fine. So this is you will be extracting the CTF flags while solving the CTF labs. Fine. So suppose this is the flag that I have already like doing in the front of you, and what I will be doing, I will be like using the stack height to embed the data, and for that I will be using the embed command, and then I'm using the flag CF. Like CF is the cover file in which in which image you want to cover your data. Fine. So in this image, like I want to cover up my data, and which kind like embedded file, the kind of file that I want to embed it, that is actually example or 1.txt. Fine. So I have to enter the phrase, maybe any phrase. I'm entering any phrase here. Okay. Oh, sorry. I have to put that into into like I have to define the path here. Sorry. That was into the downloads now. Yeah. So again, doing that. Okay. My example.com is not here. So this happened when you're not having that file in that, when you're not having the same like both of the file at the same place. Fine. So this is the file that I want to save. Okay, fine. So I'm just keeping this in this now, and you can see running this one, and this will happen this one. Fine. So you can see embedding the data, embedding this file into this. Fine. So embedding has been done successfully. So this is how the stack height can be used to embed the data into the like image. So this is just one one kind of CTF, you can say. But in the CTF lab, this that will not be like so easy that you will get the data like in like so easy every time. So the next thing is if I want to extract that, uh, let me just go. This is the image now. So let me just cut that, paste here. So this is the image that I'm cutting here. So you can see I'm not having any file on the desktop right now along with the image. So what I can do, I can simply extract that by going into the desktop. Let me just change my directory to the desktop. And in this, I can use the stack hide to extract that as a, and you can see. So I have to like enter the phrase again that I have entered while like embedding the data into the image file. Fine. So the row data extracted the data to the example.txt, and I can like let me see. And you can see example.txt has been extracted here in the desktop. Fine. So before that wasn't like there, and you can like just open that, and you can just see the file. Now the question is like if while extracting, if you're not having any kind of like password while in the CTF lab, what we'll be doing at that time, you need to brute force that you need to brute force the password that you might like get. You will be given some kind of hint while solving the CTF, and using that hint, you have to either you have to crack the password, either you have to like brute force that password using some kind of file that will be like into the CTF file, like CTF lab only. Fine. So without like a passphrase, you will not get like you can't extract the data from the JPEG file only. Fine. So this is like how we can use the stack height for the forensic, for even embedding, and for you can see like flag of in the text file. Fine. So this is how you can like go for like stacked height, and the next one is G hex and the dump it. Okay, so these kind of file like dump file, like if you're having the dump file, if you're having the hex file, so these kind of tool will be helping you in that way. So you can just download the G hex. I'm already having. Sorry, you not need to if you're in the Karina, so you can just simply install that by like this one by putting this command. So like you can simply install the ghex. So that is actually the genome hex. So like you can write the data into the like hexable form. You can see like, let me just show you. So I already have a file to show, like I already have to file to convert. So this is a tool like you can go for like just a minute. I can show you the interface in that. uh, One more tool that I am aware of, like I usually do while solving that exit. Fine, this is available on that. So you can just use this this tool for the hexing and like converting the data from that only. Okay, fine. So this can be used for that, and if you even if you can use a simple command, you can use the terminal like SSD. For that, suppose I'm having a file hex data into this. This is this one. Fine. Okay, I'm into a desktop only. So I can show you cat this one hex. Fine. So this is the like data, like hex data that has been written into the this form. So what I want to do, I want to extract the data into the text form, into the sky form. Fine. So into like simple string. So what I can do, I can simply use the XST for that. I can simply use that XST PR. So these are the flags to revert that from the hex data into the simple form, fine, into the text form. So you can see this is the text form that is actually readable, and this is the hex form of data. So in the forensic, you have to like this is the lab can simply be solved like just changing the extraction extension and all. In the previous week, the lab was solved in which you just by converting the image file into the like text file, you got the flag into that. Fine. So that is like what you have to do. You have to play with the file in the while solving the forensic. So you can use these kind of tools, of course, like dump it and all. So I will be like doing the I will be solving one lab with the help of Brainpop. So don't worry. So don't worry about that. And even if I will try my best to show you one lab with the will be like solving with the help of the Audacity. Fine. So this is the forensic tools. Okay, so we are already late. Okay. So the next thing is the cryptography. Even like I have explained what is the cryptography. If anyone want to answer like what is cryptography, in the like just one answer. Who was that? See, Navdeep, whatever, if you're not aware of the kind of the command now, if I'm not able to show, I'm not ever, able to show every of the options. Fine. So you can use the help command to see what is that for. I have already like shown you. It is the R flag is for the reversing, and for the P you are just outputting that into the PostScript form, like in the hex term form. Fine. So you can just use the help command for that, and you can explore many options there in just 7 hours or like of bootcamp. It is not like possible to go for every option that is available in the tool. Like even if I discuss one tool now, burp suite, I can just spend 10 days on the burp suite only, like explaining every vulnerabilities and explaining every tab. So you can just use this. Even I have already told you, you can just go on googling the things and you will find, go on exploring the different option and you will be able to find the things. Fine. Sorry, I have asked what is cryptography? Kind of encryption. Only encryption. Fine.
Sir, it is art of encoding the data at receiver's end and decoding it in trans means receiver's end. Sender's end encoding and decoding in receiver's end using so many techniques available.
Okay. Fine. So for that, I have already discussed some one of the tools that is scripting, and another one like the hash identifier and the RSA CTF tool. Of course, that is like a really powerful tool that we will be using while solving one of the CTF that you can like install on this from this getting the from the GitHub. That's why I have shown you how to clone the GitHub file and all. So you can just get on this, fine, and you can just from this link you can just clone this thing. And I have already like installed that. I have already like worked with that. So you can just read out this thing, how to install and all. What are the requirements you have? You need the gimfi and all these kind of files beforehand before you start working with this tool. Fine. The another tool that I was discussing about is Crypti. Let me just show you. This is a tool that we have already discussed before. I have already shown you. So let me just uh, stop the screen, sharing the screen, and we can just have a little bit of fun. If you are on the PC, just open the browser. If you're not, even just open the browser so that we can just solve one basic lab. Just see the chat box. You can just know with the help let me just help sorry, I will just help you after you have somehow I will get few of the answers from you guys. Decrypt this encoded encoded text. One who have already like practiced this thing beforehand. Fine. So for this, like what I can do, okay, let me just share my screen again. So for this, what I can do, I can simply, everyone is becoming hacker now, right? Fine. So before I can use the hash identifier. If you're not aware of aware which kind of encryption has been done over the text, so I can just simply analyze the thing, analyze which kind of encryption has been done here. So you can see the base 64. Fine, the very simple one. So the base 64 has been done over here, and after that, I will just decode that. I can just go on decoding. Of course, you have seen that. Fine. So on after pasting here, copying and pasting that thing, I can choose the base 64 in this. Fine. You can find that here, and then you can decode that. And this is the decoded one. Fine. So this is how you're gonna do the encryption and decryption too. You can explore different kind of a different kind of algorithm. You need not to go for exactly learning the algorithms and all. For that, you can just use these kind of tools to simplify your work. Fine. Because in the CTF you're not having that much of time. If you are really good enough, then you can just make your own tool by solving the by programming and making solving up the algorithm. Fine. So I guess we are done with this even. So hash identifier, crypta, and the RSA CTF tool that you can just use that afterwards. So binary exploitation, we are having the PWN tools and the ROP gadget tool. For that, you can just explore the thing. You can just explore, find clone that on your PC. Fine. So that we will I will be solving the exactly one lab, because this is not the tool that I can just show you by exploring the by just telling you the help command and all. I will be solving a particular lab with the help of these kind of tools, maybe on the day 6. Fine. So on the day 6, we will be doing these kind of binary exploration and the reverse engineering kind of thing. Fine. So these are the tools. You can just note it down. If you're not haven't noted down, just note down PWN tools and the ROP gadget tool. Fine. I will just write that in that. Anyone just write that on the chat box too, so that it will be easy for someone to copy paste and search on the Google. PWN tools and ROP gadget tool for the binary exploitation. Fine. So this is the same tool that can also be used for the advanced forensics. For when you're going in the advanced level, you will be finding up some kind of labs that is actually the combination of the binary exploitation and the forensics. So these are the tools, they're really powerful tools that will be helping you out. And before that, I will just before this, just know a little bit, learn a little intro about the computer architecture, what is that, what is the GDB debugger and all. So it will be a little bit easy for you guys to learn about, before the day 6. It will be easy for you guys to learn what is this and all. Fine. I know many of you are from the first year and second year, so maybe you are not aware of that. So you can just learn a little intro of that subject. And for the reverse engineering, you can you can use these kind of thing. IDA Pro, for the APK, you can use the APK tool, Oli DBG. That is most of the time I use this kind of things. Fine. So these are the tools that I will be discussing on the following days. So I hope you are clear with the concept. You are clear with what I have taught. If you're having any query, you can just comment that out in the chat section, and I will be taking that. Fine. What next? Before ending up the session, I what we are gonna do the next in the following sessions, upcoming sessions. We are actually gonna see what is the CTF. Like I have already talk. I have literally talk a lot more about CTF. What is CTF, CTF, and CTF. Fine. So tomorrow we will actually learn what is this CTF, what are the types of the CTFs, how I will be starting the CTF and all. and like how a beginner can start. But like I have already discussed the different kind of tools that will be helping you through the CTF journey. So like practice that. This is not the thing that will come within a day or over a night. You can learn all these things, but yeah, this will take a little bit of time. But whatever I have used, the task will be based on whatever I have shown you in the like practically in the like session. Fine. So don't worry about the task and all, but like just explore more and more, and you will be like able to like you will be becoming pro in the different tools. Fine. So we will be talking about the CTF and its lab, and I will be like solving a few labs tomorrow even. And along like on the day 5th and day 6th, we will be like going totally practically without any PPT. We will be like spending 1 hour like just on solving the labs only. Fine. So you will be like knowing what kind of scenarios will be given in the CTF, different CTFs, and how to like approach in the CTF, how to take a different approach, and how to think in the CTF, how to think like a hacker in the CTF. So yeah, that will be done in the upcoming days. So I'm open for the questions if you have any. Is there any live CTF event of Earth like that will be like disclose on the like on the last day of the session. Don't worry, Safar. Fine. Okay, so this is just an answer. This is just an answer. Okay, I have a question. How do you can get code raised from the basement? So you can use that hash identifier, no? So that's why I have Archit. I have shown you the hash identifier. Suppose I don't know. Like this is from the base 64. Fine. So I have used the hash identifier for that. What this tool is doing actually, this is giving you the type of like maybe this was no. Okay, so this is the like giving you the type of like it is encoded into. Fine. So this is actually the base 64. So hash identifier will help you out in so like solving like uh, what is the type of encryption that has been done over the like data. Am I clear, like Archit? Okay. Okay, Shafat is all like already aware of these kind of scenarios. Not in the stack height, but to for the passphrase that you have to enter in the stack height, you need to do that. So I will be needing a particular lab that is actually helping in that. So that actually helps in that actually I have seen into the mostly in that one attack defense kind of CTF. Fine. So simple terminal has been given to me, and to that what I can do, I can just join the one terminal to the another one. So you can learn like how to do that. And I will be like demonstrating if I will get at most of the time what we are having the geoparty kind of style, like. So you need to be familiar of the like terminal kind of thing, how to do that, like how to connect the one terminal with another terminal, like the networking part that is actually in the networking part. They explore that. If you will not be able to find the answer, then I will show you like how to connect one terminal to another one and how we can chat even on the terminal. Like you have seen in the movies, like if you have seen the Mr. Robot, like you have seen that they are actually chatting over one the terminal. They are not using any social media for the chatting kind of thing. Fine. So you can use that. By using the Wireshark, you have to be using the same network. So by using the Wireshark, that of course whatever the network that you are in, you have to connect with that network. Maybe you want to analyze the data in the USB that you have put in the USB even. Fine. So you can just analyze that data even. So you have to explore the options by when you are starting with the Wireshark now. Uh, So here comes what I'm listening to. So if you will inject some kind of USB, you will the USB will be shown here. Fine. So you have to tell what kind of data you want to like what kind of network you want to like analyze. So you have to select that one, and then you can analyze that thing. Fine. of course, like you should be connected to in the one way or another. You should be connected in that. Networking. Okay, so networking has been shared over the site. Just go into resources of the week two. Uh, could anyone like share like the website of like this cybersec 2 that actually contain the resources part? Don't worry, Rajdeep. We will be sharing that in the Discord channel. You can just come over there and let me just find that, and I will be sharing the some kind of YouTube videos on the Discord one. Vashak is not working in the virtual box, so you have to take care of that. So I can't do anything for this. Okay, Rajiv has found that. Okay, thank you. Uh, in the Vashak, if that is not working in the like virtual box, so what you have to do, just look I can see even I was troubleshooting some kind of problems in that. So yeah, what exactly is not working? Like if you can just tell that, or on the Discord, if you can just share the access of the problem that you are actually getting. So on the basis of that, we can just maybe we can resolve that. I just can't come to your home and resolve that now because of this corona. So I guess we are over with the session. So if you guys are not having any doubt, okay, fine. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me at the day three of Cybersecurity Week 2. And in the upcoming days, we will be following up we will be doing and exploring more things on this. So if anyone have any doubt, he can just stay back, and then else we can just over that. Fine. Thank you.